The Bundesliga is heating up, and the tension is absolutely electric as we approach the final stretch of the season. One FC Köln is preparing for a massive Rhine derby showdown against Bayer Leverkusen at the Rhine Energy Stadium. With a home win potentially helping Köln escape the relegation zone and Leverkusen desperately hunting for top 4 points, this match is a must-watch collision of two clubs with everything on the line.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
You cannot afford to miss a single second of this high-stakes rivalry between FC Köln and Bayer Leverkusen. Whether you are tuning in on ESPN Select or catching the live stream online, this match kicks off at 9:30 a.m. and carries immense weight for the final table standings. Make sure you are ready for every tactical adjustment and goal as these two sides battle for bragging rights and crucial points in the small Rhine derby. Beyond the big derby, Saturday brings a massive schedule of Bundesliga action that could redefine the European qualification race and the fight for survival. We are tracking every move as Bayern Munich looks to maintain their dominant form against Mainz 5, while the relegation battle hits a breaking point with Heidenheim facing St. Pauli in a do-or-die clash. We are bringing you the expert breakdown on how these crucial matchups will shift the landscape of the league. Finally, we have an exclusive look at the internal struggle at St. Pauli, where striker Abdoulie Ceesay is opening up about his tactical hurdles and the intense pressure of the current goal drought. As he fights for his place under coach Alexander Blessin during this high-stakes relegation run, Ceesay is keeping his focus squarely on securing a future for the club in the top flight. Stay updated with all the latest developments by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss an update. Can FC Köln pull off the unthinkable and spark a late-season miracle in the Rhine derby? Welcome back, football fans. Today we're diving into a clash that's more than just 3 points. It's about pride, survival, and a massive test for both sides. Köln is currently riding a 5-game unbeaten wave, showing real grit after fighting back for that draw against St. Pauli. And let's talk about Saad El-Mala, that moment of pure selflessness, handing the penalty duties to Luka Waldschmidt. That's the kind of team chemistry that wins games. But here, that's the reality check. They've lost their lethal edge, with Ragnar Ake out for the season. Marius Bülter is expected to step up, but with just 3 goals all year, he's got a mountain to climb if they want to break a miserable streak against Leverkusen that's haunted them since 2023. Leverkusen, on the other hand, is reeling. A tough loss to Augsburg followed by that gut-wrenching exit from the DFB Pokal against Bayern. That's a double blow that tests any squad's morale. They're sitting in 6th, fighting tooth and nail for that top 4 finish, and with crucial dates against Stuttgart and Leipzig looming, they absolutely cannot afford to slip up here. Coach Kasper H. Julmand knows the stakes. There are 4 games left, and every single one is a cup final now. Can the resilience of Köln's locker room silence the wounded giants from Leverkusen? Drop your score predictions in the comments below. I want to see who you think takes the bragging rights. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of football, and remember, in a derby, the table means nothing once that first whistle blows. See you in the next one. Get ready for a massive clash in the Bundesliga as the Rhine derby returns to the Rhine Energy Stadium. This isn't just another weekend fixture. It's a high-stakes battle between FC Köln and Bayer Leverkusen, and believe me, the tension in the air is palpable. If you want to know exactly how to catch every second of this match, you've come to the right place. Kickoff is set for April 25, 2026 at 9:30 a.m. For our viewers in the United States, you can catch all the action live exclusively on ESPN Select. If you're traveling abroad and run into any regional blackouts, don't worry. A reliable VPN like ExpressVPN can help you bypass those restrictions and keep your connection secure, so you never miss a goal. Now, let's talk about the situation on the pitch. Köln sits 12th in the table, desperate to pull away from the relegation zone. They've been playing it safe with 4 draws in their last 5, but they'll need more than that to take down their rivals. On the other side, Bayer Leverkusen is at a crossroads. After a tough exit from the DFB Pokal and a slip in the league, Xabi Alonso's squad is reeling. While they've proven they can dominate, remember that 6-goal thriller against Wolfsburg. Their defensive vulnerabilities have been exposed lately. Can the brilliance of keeper Mark Flecken keep them in the game, or will the home crowd pressure lead to a Leverkusen collapse? Looking at the stats, Leverkusen has dominated this rivalry recently, winning 4 of the last 5 meetings, but history doesn't matter when the whistle blows. With Köln fighting for survival and Leverkusen desperate to salvage their standing, this game promises to be anything but dull. Who do you think takes the points in this derby? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Bundesliga updates. It's going to be a wild one, don't blink. Is the Bundesliga title already decided? Sure, Bayern Munich has the trophy in the bag, but the drama is just getting started as we hit this critical Saturday slate. With Champions League spots on the line and a relegation scrap that feels like a cage match, the intensity is through the roof. Let's break down the action. First up, the champions travel to face Mainz. Honestly, even if Bayern rotates the squad, they're light years ahead in terms of depth. Expect a comfortable win here, though don't be surprised if Mainz snags a consolation goal against a relaxed Bayern defense. Now, if you want high stakes, look at Bayer Leverkusen. They're chasing that top 4 finish, but they've developed a frustrating habit of drawing games they should be winning. Traveling to Köln is never a walk in the park, and I have a sneaking suspicion they'll settle for another point. Over at the WWK Arena, it's a total toss-up between Augsburg and Eintracht Frankfurt. Frankfurt has been the ultimate wildcard this season, impossible to predict, which is why a 1-1 stalemate feels like the smartest play here. Down in the trenches, Wolfsburg takes on Gladbach in a survival battle. Wolfsburg finally got a win, and sometimes that's all you need to turn the tide at home. Meanwhile, it's do or die for bottom side Heidenheim against St. Pauli. If they lose, they're out. Expect a desperate, high-energy performance from the hosts, even if their form hasn't earned it. Finally, the nightcap in Hamburg. It's a tale of 2 teams. One is fighting for Europe, the other is falling apart at the seams. I'm backing Hoffenheim to keep their Champions League dream alive, while Hamburg continues their downward spiral. Which of these results are you keeping the closest eye on? Drop a comment below and let us know your predictions. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all our tactical previews. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more football madness. Imagine moving from the Estonian League to the high-octane pressure of the Bundesliga, only to find yourself fighting a relegation battle while stuck on the bench. That is the reality for 22-year-old Abdoulie Ceesay, who has spent this year watching St. Pauli's survival mission from the sidelines. With just 21 minutes of play across 6 appearances in 2026, it is safe to say things haven't exactly gone to plan. In a candid interview, Ceesay admitted the current situation is hard, but he's choosing to put the badge before his own ego. It's a refreshing take in a sport often dominated by personal ambition. When asked about his lack of impact, Ceesay was blunt. The current tactical setup under Alexander Blessin simply isn't built for a traditional central striker. He's essentially being asked to thrive in a system that doesn't prioritize his strengths. Yet, instead of throwing his toys out of the pram, he's choosing to adapt, acknowledging that the coach is the leader and his job is to provide quality regardless of the formation. The real elephant in the room, he is still searching for his first-ever goal for the club. He calls it frustrating, and honestly, that's an understatement. There's a specific kind of pressure that builds when you are a striker and the net refuses to bulge, but Ceesay sounds mentally prepared to break that duck. He admits the jump in tempo from Estonia to Germany was a brutal wake-up call, but he's finally feeling up to speed with the league's lightning-fast transitions. With just 4 games left and a season-defining showdown against Heidenheim on the horizon, Ceesay isn't entertaining exit rumors. He is locked in. For a young player, that kind of discipline under fire is rare. If St. Pauli survives, he might just look back at this as the crucible that forged his career. What do you think? Should Ceesay be given a starting spot to help spark their attack, or is the team better off playing it safe? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more raw stories from the world of football. Sometimes, the most important goals aren't the ones you score, but the ones you help your team survive to see.